right now is Scratch Mitchell. And I was going to say, Scratch is a Canadian, and not just a Canadian, but a CF-18 demonstration pilot. They did that for a year during the 75th anniversary of the RCAF, which is celebrating their 100th anniversary this year. And then he went on and led the Snowbirds for 2 seasons. He was the lead pilot, the boss, for the Snowbirds, and now he's flying on Greg's wing.
Now look, I gotta do this because we have to see Greg tonight. Greg and Scratch, because they're so humble, truly humble public servants.
You're not gonna do
it.
Army
officers, Scratch, Air Force guy, they very humble, and they have their own song. They have their, I'm not kidding about this.
Go ahead and play it.
I told Greg I would play his song. Now just, if you have earplugs, I'm just saying, well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say this. I gotta play it. We just have to play it. It's something just a little, I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe a little off?
What do you think? Rob's the musician. Kingston Trio guy. Okay, well, look, we didn't play it. We played it. 1950s Jets. Gonna crank it up and have a little fun here with Scratch and Wired Greg Collier. Look at this. Locked in. 2 vintage military jets. How cool.
Because this jet first made its way through the 60s, into the 70s, then with a few other countries, the 80s, then with the Canadians, and Greg got both of these jets as ex-RCAF jets. The Canadair built ones, and they flew them until the 1990s, almost into the 2000s.
Bolivia held on to a long, 8,700 or so built. But as you mentioned, the idea of the Canadair built, they were built in a place with some Lockheed gave the plans and the tooling to Canadair, and they built some. Even Japan built some of them, the 8,750 or so that were built. The formation flying that we're seeing today is really a challenge, because especially in an airplane that does not spool up and change speeds as well, Scratch has to be very, very careful. It is the responsibility of Greg Collier to choose the right altitude, airspeed, and heading to move him and his wingman through each and every